يا من عصيت الله يوما غافلا، أنسيت أن الله قد أعطى.
حي على الفلاح.
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله.
نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه، ونعوذ بالله العظيم من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهد الله فهو المهتدي، ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ولا معبود بحق سواه، ونشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله أرسله الله تعالى بين يدي الساعة بشيرا ونذيرا، فمن أطاعه دخل الجنة ومن عصاه فقد أبى. نشهد أنه بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة، وتركنا على مثل البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك، وصلوات ربي وسلامه عليه. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد في الأولين، وصل وسلم على سيدنا محمد في الآخرين، وصل وسلم على سيدنا محمد في الملأ الأعلى إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، أيها الأحباب، اتقوا الله كما أمر، فإنه قال: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. ويقول الله تعالى: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. My dear respected brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has indicated to us in the Quran many concepts. And one of the important concepts, which is a reality of the human, is that of success. Trying to achieve success. Trying to win. Something which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions right from the beginning of the Quran, when He describes the characteristics of those who are muttaqeen, those who have taqwa, and then He says, وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. They are the ones who have attained success. And you will see that mentioned many times in the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة. The people, the inhabitants of the fire are not equal, cannot be equated to the people of Al-Jannah. Why? Because أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون. The people of Al-Jannah, they are the ones who have succeeded, they are the ones who have won. And this is the reality of the human, because the human is always looking for winning, always looking for a good deal. How do I succeed? How do I make more? How do I increase? And so, without doubt, it's within the nature of the person to look out for his success, to preserve himself. This is inherent in the nature of the human. And it is more important that when a person realizes where he is in this world, and he realizes there is a creator, and he realizes there is a next life, that the balances and the measurements of his success are not just about how does he succeed here in this life, which is also important, but how does he succeed in the next life? How does he, when he is resurrected in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he will stand in front of Allah, and Allah will speak to him directly. Between him and him there will be no interpreter. Direct communication with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah will ask him directly. أَلَمْ أُرْسِلْ إِلَيْكَ رَسُولًا? Did I not send to you a messenger? فَيَقُولَنَّ بَلَى. Indeed. أَلَمْ أُوتِكَ مَالًا? Did I not give you wealth? And he will say, yes indeed. And then he will look to his right, and he will only see the fire. And he will look to his left, and he will only see the fire, surrounded by the fire. So thinking on that day, how will I escape? So the Prophet ﷺ said, فَلْيَتَّقِينَ أَحَدُكُمُ النَّارِ وَلَوْ بِشِقِّ تَمْرَةٍ. Let any one of you protect himself from the fire, even if it's with half a date, given in charity. فَإِنْ لَمْ يَجِدْ فَبِكَلِمَةٍ طَيِّبَةٍ. If he cannot find it, then even if it's saying a good word. So it's about success and attaining that success. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us as Muslims great ni'am. He has blessed the human race with great things. He has honored them. وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ. Giving them the abilities, the different perceptions, the senses, the life, small things that you not aware about. But you just have to remember, if you just think about them, so vast. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. If you try to enumerate, count the ni'am of Allah, the blessing of Allah, you will not be able to list it. So great, so many. All you have to do is just lose one of those ni'am. You just lose it, and then you recognize how you've been living. Somebody, we have so many joints in our body. The Prophet ﷺ told us that we have 360 joints in the body. Every one of those joints deserves a sadaqah, to be paid, a charity, to be grateful to Allah for those joints. Ask anybody who has any problems with their knees, how they suffer, or in their back. Those who have arthritis and can't bend their hands or the fingers and can't hold things. Or indeed when you get just a small muscle cramp, how that feels. You can't sleep at night well. Or even when you have a very small imbalance in your life. I remember once I received something happened to my stomach. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but the stomach balance, you all know that the stomach is very acidic. It's there, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala designed the stomach to be acidic at pH of 2, to be able to digest all the food that we eat. And if there's an imbalance in that stomach and how it produces that acid, it becomes very painful. And for a good week, I was in a lot of pain. You see the stomach was, every time there is acid production, the stomach twists. You feel there's like something ripping inside you. And all that was just, it's not even a living cell. bacteria, it's not a virus, you're not infected, it's just a small atom, which is the hydrogen atom. Very small, one of the smallest molecules. And it just becomes safe. So those are the ni'am of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When something goes wrong, you realize the ni'am of Allah. And for us as Muslims, we have the greatest ni'mah, which any human has, which is the ni'mah of Islam. The ni'mah of Islam. The ni'mah of knowing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, believing the Creator. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. And realizing and believing that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the messenger of Allah. To have Muhammad as our messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. These are ni'am which we have to be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The greatest of all ni'am. Without that, all this success, all this winning that we're talking about is not going to exist. Because there lies in the success. Knowing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, believing in Allah. And knowing the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and following in his path, in his sunnah. Something that we have, that we are aware of. And you are all here aware of, otherwise you wouldn't be here today. Sitting, listening to this speech on the day of Jummah. But how are we guarding, safeguarding this ni'mah? Because any ni'mah is prone to be lost if you don't look after it, if you don't guard it, if you're not aware of it. Like I said to you before, we don't know how our bodies are. So we don't look after our bodies. But when we lose something in our bodies, then we are aware of how our body works. A lot of us don't exercise, we eat a lot of junk food. We are... Something wrong with the mic today. A lot of junk food. We don't look after our bodies. It's only when our bodies start to go wrong that we realize that the ni'mah that we didn't look after. We didn't eat healthy, we didn't exercise, we didn't sleep well, we didn't do all these things. And it's only when you start to lose your religion that then you will start to realize the kind of ni'mah that you had. But for many, this realization only happens in the last few moments of this life, as they're lying on their deathbed. That's when they will start to realize that, look, I lost so much. I had the ability to do so much. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to realize that ni'mah that you have. And to safeguard it. And that's why He says, إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ. The human is in a state of loss. You're looking for success, you're looking for winning. The reality is that you are heading for loss. Because the factors around you are guiding you that way. وَالْعَصْرِ. Time is squeezing you, you don't have time. And the elements around you are competing. Lots of things happening around you which are day after day taking away your assets. They are attacking your capital. And so you are losing the time that is so precious to everyone. The only ni'mah that money cannot buy, and which never comes back, can never be replaced. It's losing, it's going very quickly. So if you don't realize this, you will be heading down that path of loss. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has given us Islam, it's very important for us to remember this ni'mah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about many people in the past who were blessed to have found Allah, who were blessed to have prophets and messengers with whom they could see and they could interact with. But they didn't look after that, they didn't guide that. Imagine being with Musa alayhi salam, and you are standing there in front of the sea, and then Musa alayhi salam strikes the sea with his rod, and he parts into two. This is happening in front of your eyes. It's not a trick, it's not magic. And you are walking into the sea. Big sign for you to see. But then after you cross the sea, you reject Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Would any sane person do that? Seeing that sign in front of you. Or if you are with Isa alayhi salam and he makes that bird out of clay. He brings the mud and he shakes the bird and then he blows his sweet breath into that bird with the permission of Allah, and then that bird becomes life, becomes a real bird. You're seeing it in front of you. How can you then deny Allah? These are the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah says, yet, فَخَلَفَ مِنْ بَعْدِهِمْ خَلْفٌ. People came who were interacting with the prophets. They were seeing the prophets, but they lost their Islam. They lost their belief. أَضَاعُوا الصَّلَاةِ. They lost the salah. أَضَاعُوا. They were the ones who lost the salah. And they were the ones who lost their iman. They followed the shahawat, they followed their desires, because they didn't realize what they had. They didn't realize the ni'mah that they had. And the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam warns us, please come forward, make Fidin's faces. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam warns us that there will come a time which the realities that affect the human, you know, those things that are attacking the human are so much that it becomes difficult to keep hold of that deen. Very easy to lose the deen. He said, يَأْتِي عَلَى النَّاسِ زَمَانٌ الصَّابِرُ عَلَى دِينِهِ كَالْقَابِضِ عَلَى الْجَمْرِ. There will come a time when the one who is patient with his deen, continuing his deen, is like the one holding onto the burning coal. How hard it is to hold coal in your hands. Difficult to touch, let alone hold. This is how the deen becomes so hard. So it's a challenge. It becomes hardship, it's a challenge. And it's going to be hard on those who don't follow the path and don't look after the right way to preserve their deen. So today, my dear respected brothers, it's not enough that we just become, we're just Muslims. And we just come to the salah and we just do our prayers. We have to safeguard our Islam. We have to safeguard our deen, because otherwise we will be in a state of loss. We will be people who are losing. People who are competing for the wrong things. We're distracted with the wrong things. Al-hakum al-takathur. We're just sort of, running and racing each other to try and get more and more of the dunya. Where that's not where you should be competing. Competition is good, but not in the wrong things. You've got to compete for the right things. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He described those people, al-mutaffifin, those who commit fraud, those who cheat others, الذين إذا اكتالوا على الناس يستوفون وإذا كالوهم أو وزنوهم يخسرون. Those who, when they deal with others, they try to make more. They cheat others. They try to change the realities, how they buy and sell and all that. They think that that's the way to make money. That's the way for success. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, no, kalla, this is not the way to success, by cheating others. And that the reality in what you should be competing is for the akhirah. And that's why after He describes Al-Jannah, He says, وَفِي ذَلِكَ فَلْيَتَنَافَسِ الْمُتَنَافِسُونَ. For that, the ones who want to compete should compete. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه غفور رحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه وآله. عباد الله اتقوا الله كما أمر. So the reality is that we are in a state of loss. We want to succeed, but we are in a state of loss. We have this precious ni'am, but we don't realize how to safeguard it. And that's why it's very important for us, similarly as those people standing with Musa alayhi salam, and those who are standing with Isa, that we are standing with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we have the greatest ni'mah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed on us with Islam. We have the everlasting miracle, which is the Quran. The Quran, which is the miracle, the everlasting miracle. Every part in the Quran, every verse in the Quran is called an ayah, a sign, a miracle. Every verse is a miracle. So while you are not standing in front of the sea, or seeing the she-camel coming out of the mountains and the rocks, or seeing the rod change into a snake, you have more than 6,000 miracles there right in front of you. But how many of us actually access those miracles? Any sound-minded person would say, I want to see those miracles. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talking to you.